our mistakes do not cancel the plan God has for us.
There's going to always be a Sunday for the believer of Jesus Christ.
I'm going to run. I'm going to double time. I'm going to do it all, saints of God. I'm going to do it all for the Lord.
26, there are less days in the year than more days, right? So we're on a downward slope. So we know that we're in what's called H2, the second half of the year. And some of us, we know that we have set certain goals and initiatives for our life, and we're not as close to them as we should be. So we've got to do what they say in the military. We've got to double time. We've got to double time. So what we want to know is, well, what is something? Is there a phrase that I can sort of hang the second half of the year on? Is there something, Chris, that I can sort of lean into every morning when I'm doing my quiet time that can say, if I can just say this one phrase? Is there a phrase powerful enough that can spur me on a little bit closer to my goal? And here's the phrase: everything is better with God. Everything is better with God. Say it with me. Everything is better with God. So the woman or man you're with, they come home and say, I'm no longer a part of this marriage. Everything is better with God. You walk into work and they say, okay, we no longer need your services. Everything is better with God. You were hoping that your business would take off, and it hasn't taken off. Everything is better with God. You go to the doctor and you get a report that is less than favorable. Everything is better with God. Also, you go into work and you get a promotion. Everything is better with God. You start your business and the business is going and taking off. Everything is better with God. Your kids getting on your nerves. Everything is better with God. Your spouse getting on your nerve. Everything is better with God. But some of us right now are trying to build our life. See, you guys are so, we can go into the house now. Perhaps we can start the party before 2 o'clock. So now, listen now. Everything is better with God, yet there are many of us out here right now, we are building something. Every one of us is building something. Some of us are raising kids, so we're trying to build a home. Some of us are in college, so we're trying to build a future. Some of us are in the part of our career where we want to grow. We're trying to build a career. Some of us are saying, I want to buy my first house. Some of us are trying to build our net worth. We're all trying to build something. Now, you may not have a hard hat on, and you may not have blueprints spread out on the table, and you may not have a hammer and a nail, but you are trying to build something. The question is, who are you building with? This is the deal, Chris. God is saying, I don't want to be your emergency contact anymore. That's how we treat God. We treat God as if God is our emergency contact. We only link into God or lean into God if we get a bad doctor's report, or we get something bad news at school, or we get some bad news at work, or we get some bad news from someone else. Then we say, Jesus. Then we say, Lord, help me. We use God as our emergency contact. You ever filled out an application at work and they say, can you put down your emergency contact? That's how we treat God. HR calls you and say, you didn't fill out this form, or you didn't put down your emergency contact. And God has said, I'm sick and tired of folks treating me like I'm their emergency contact. I want to be a part of the building process. Don't call me in at the ribbon cutting. Call me in the beginning. But many of us treat God as if, okay, we're getting ready to cut the ribbon. God, can you come bless this? That's what we call God. God, you know what? I got this situation. Can you come bless this? But we don't ask God in the very beginning, can you come and help me build this, plan this out? And so here's what God is saying in Psalms 127, verses 1 through 2. Does everybody have their worship bulletin? Okay, so on the back of your worship bulletin, you can take some notes. And here's the key thing. Here's the key thing, the sermon thought. What does it say in the worship bulletin so I can make sure I follow along with you? Okay, and it says sermon title. So the sermon title is what again? So you got your title. The scripture reference is what again? Now, the main thing that you want to write in the notes section is right here. Here's the thing. Anything you build without God will always be less than what it could have been with God. Here's what we want to give you. I'm going to give it to you one more time. Anything you build without God will always be less than what it could have been with God. Does that make sense? Anything you build without God will always be less than what it could have been with God. And let's go to Psalms 127, verses 1 and 2. Except the Lord build the house. Somebody say, except the Lord. No, come on now. Except the Lord build the house, they labor, and don't say the rest. They labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh, but in vain. Now, he says the word vain twice. It is vain for you to rise up. Is it 3 times? Where's the 3rd time? Oh, it's 3 times. Very good. Thank you very much, Benjamin Johnson. He says it 3 times. But it is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for he giveth his beloved sleep. Now here's where we want to look at the first thing I want you to see right here. The first thing I want you to see in reference to this text. Here's the first thing. Don't build a life that has no room for God. Why? Because except the Lord build the house. Now, he's not talking about building a house. That is an image. That is the illustration. That is the allegory. But here's the deal, though. He's saying whatever you're trying to do, if you're doing it without God, you're doing it in what? Now, Evangelist Johnson pointed out to us it's not twice, but it's 3 times. So we know that I can't read. Now, here's the deal. I said it's very important because he said it twice, and she said it says 3. So we know it's what? Very important. Here's what God is saying. If you're trying to do without me, you're wasting your time, boo. If you're trying to do it without me, boo, let me tell you something. Scoot up close. You're wasting your time. Look at what it says. If you try to build a house, look at what it says here. Except the Lord build a house, it says what? They labor. Labor. Now, there's this thing, there was a time where there are certain jobs that are called, you were laborers. Anybody remember that? What does a laborer do? They labor. Right? And it's not an easy job. This ain't the one where you're going to wear a 3-piece suit. You don't wear a 3-piece suit to a job that you get what I'm saying. Now, when a woman goes into childbirth, they call it. Is that hard work, ladies? Is that hard work? So what would happen? He would do all that labor, and there's nothing to show for it. You're talking about a letdown. Are you with me now? You're talking about an incredible letdown to do all of this work, and there's nothing to show for it. Here's the first point. God is saying right now, homie, if you're trying to do it without me, you're wasting your time. You are doing it what? In what? Vain. You're doing it what? In vain. Everything okay? You're doing it what? In vain. Now, let's take a look at this really quick. Because Jesus Christ wants us to understand that without God, nothing is possible. So you can have a house, you spend all this time building a house, but what happens? Everyone can have their own bedroom, but there's no connection. They got a 5-bedroom house, but ain't nobody in the house connected. Next one, everybody in the house got cell phone, but there's what? No communication. But y'all ready for the next one? The whole house got Wi-Fi, but there's no connection. Come on now, your boy is bad. Listen to me. How you going to have Wi-Fi in the house and not be connected? How you going to be in a part of the house and the Wi-Fi don't work? But you can have Wi-Fi all throughout your house, and none of us are connected. Why? Because we're trying to do it what? Without God. Everything is what? Everything is better with God. So let's go to the second point now. Second point. God doesn't want what you are building to destroy you. Let's look at verse 2. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrow. Let me read some more. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrow. Here's the deal. You're working extremely hard, and your hard work is destroying you. You wake up early and you're working. You stay out late and you're working. Yet when you come home, you don't have anything to what? Show for. You're eating what? The bread of sorrows. What does that mean to eat the bread of sorrows? It means every single thing you do is causing you pain, heartache, and sadness. You're eating the bread of sorrows. And some of us, our entire life, we've seen our parents eat the bread of sorrow. We've seen our aunts and uncles eat the bread of sorrows. We've seen our grandparents eat the bread of sorrow. So we think eating the bread of sorrow is a way of life. Everything is better with God. But not eating this thing called the bread of sorrows. Because why? We have given ourselves over to this life where we are our people or our community. We don't live like that. We only live like this. And it's perpetuated in the movies. They have all these movies out, and every single movie about our community has something to do with slavery. Has something to do with poverty. Has something to do with tragedy. Has something to do with sorrow. That's why I don't watch them. Don't tell me that's the only narrative about us. Where's Ted Koppel right now in a place of peace and happiness, and we're all uplifting the name of Jesus? Where's Ted Koppel or Brian Gunn, who I don't even know who the most latest news people are because I don't watch it. But listen, where are they now? But if you turn on any Netflix, Prime, or whatever, they will make you think the only story in this community is tragedy. There's no joy, there's no happiness. You should have been earlier in breakfast when we're all eating and joking and laughing and having a good time. Where are they now? But they want to tell us, Evangelist Sala, that the only story, the only narrative is in our community is that we eat the bread of sorrow. You're a lie and the truth is not in you. You understand? But it's important for us to understand if you do not have God in the center of everything you do, I don't care if you're eating a $1,000 a plate meal, you still are eating the bread of sorrow. Are you understand now? I don't care if you're downtown Manhattan, downtown Los Angeles, downtown Paris, downtown Dubai, downtown London, downtown Munich, eating at a 5-star restaurant. If you're doing it without God, you're eating the bread of sorrows. You understand now, right? I don't care how much truffle butter you got on your fry. Listen to me, homie. You're still eating the bread of sorrow. Are we on the same page? Why? Because anything you do without God is what? In vain. Now here's the other thing I want to give you. Some of us are working hard and we're consumed by our work and we're consumed by our families, and we're trying to carry the whole world. But then somebody got to hear this. You're not God. Some of us, we try to carry our sister. We try to carry our brother. We try to carry our aunt. We try to carry our uncle. You're trying to do all this carrying. You're trying to do God's job. And God's saying, you're not me. That's why you're so burdened. That's why you're so heavy. You say, well, I got to do it because they're my family. You got to give them over to God. I'm giving it to you straight now. Look at what he says. Look at what he says. Look at what he says right here. He says, it is vain For you to rise up early, sit up late, eat bread. Some of us, our family members know they can call us any time of the day. That's a mistake. They should know that there are times that they can and can't call you. But you say, oh, I'm doing ministry. No, you're not. You're not God. You're not God. That's why you can't really do anything really great. You averaging your productivity because you stretch so thin. You stretch so thin, so you really never become an expert at anything. You become just average. You're a member of the usher board, you average. You're on the choir, average. Working with youth, average. In the music ministry, average. Evangelism, average. But you pick something to become totally and completely committed to, and watch you become what? An expert. But God is saying right here, look at what he says. He says, you're overextending yourself. Look what he says. It's in vain for you to rise up early, sit up late, and to eat the bread of sorrows. What else is he saying about this? He says right here very clearly, you can't fix everybody. I'm almost done. I got 11 minutes left. I'm almost done. So what do you mean by I can't fix everybody? Listen, we got some family members that are really out there. And Cameron, no matter what we do, they never going to come in there. It is a hard thing to hear, isn't it? So what do? We give them over to, there it is. But we want to do it by ourselves. We say, oh, I can fix my child. Honey, you had the child for 20-some years, you ain't fixed him yet. You get what I'm saying, right? Hello, somebody's got children? Hello, somebody's got children? Yeah, I had a child 20-some years, and the child still don't listen. Come on, you don't spend your whole day worried about a child that don't listen. But what you do is you get up in the morning, your quiet time, and you give that child over to who? Why? Everything is better with God. Are you with me now? Let's go to the last point. Well, second to last point. Success without God is empty. Success without God is what? Success without God is empty. Now here's what he says right here at the latter part of verse 2. I got to give this to you. Look at what he says here. It is in vain for you to rise up early, sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrow, for he giveth his beloved what? Some of us, you got the really big house, but no peace. You said amen, right? You know them, right? Or you maybe you have the beautiful fancy car and no peace. Right? You got your new job title and no peace. Right? You got your your investments turned out well and no peace, right? You got your big fancy vacations and all this stuff and still don't have no peace. But it says God gives his beloved what? How many of us would just love to have a good night's rest? Don't y'all play with me. More hands should have gone up than that. More hands should have gone up than that. Hello, somebody. How many would just love to just go to sleep at 8 or 9, sleep all the way through the night till like 5 and get up in the morning and be rested? It says God gives his beloved sleep. Even sleep is better with God, Sister Knox. But you know, some of us are trying to do Ambien, NyQuil. I'm not mad at it. But you still wake up and you're not what? You can get 9 or 10 hours of sleep and still not be what? But it says God gives his beloved what? Even sleep is better with God. So someday someone's going to ask you, tell me about this place, Light of the World. Here's the thing that I want y'all to remember. At Light of the World, we believe. Please say, because somebody else didn't hear you.
Everything is better with God.
At Light of the World, we believe.
Better with God. Everything is better with God.
At Light of the World, we believe.
Everything is better with God.
We believe everything is better with God. Now, can I bring it home? Let's go to the cross. Now, there's this thing that Christ said right here. He said that I came that you may have what? And what? Now, here's the deal. Humanity had built a wall to God, a wall between God with sin. And sin had made it so that God could not communicate with us the way God wanted to. So his son came to the world and became flesh and what? Dwelt among us. Have you ever looked at that phrase and said, why did he have to become flesh? Now, we know that we have had, it says, beware, you may be entertaining angels unaware, right? So then you can have angels. So he did not have to become flesh. So why did he become flesh? Because he couldn't die for us unless he became flesh. Even in his death, everything is better with God. Now, you notice on the cross, what did he say? He said, it is finished. But you know what he didn't say, Chris? I'm finished. He just said, it's finished. Why? Because even in death, everything is better with God. And he said what? Because on Friday, Rochelle, he was dead. On Saturday, he was dead. But on Sunday, he got up with what? All power in his hand. Why? Because everything is better with God. Why don't you give it to God? Is anybody in here today ready to give it to God? Is anybody in here today ready to say, God, I want to give it to you because I just want to sleep. God, I just want a good night's rest. We're standing. We're going to